Hello everyone, I'm John. Surprisingly, this is Sean.
Alright.
And this is Everyday Food Reviews. And today, we are going to go round McDonald's drive-thru.
Yep, we're in our respective cars in a car park near McDonald's. It's bright outside. I've got my sunglasses on. The exposure is all screwed up because
this is completely off the cuff.
Yeah,
we came up with the idea maybe 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Just so let's see what it's like. Let's just see what the queues are like. Give you guys an idea what the drive-thrus are looking like. Because now, unfortunately, it looks like this McDonald's local to me is actually pretty dead right now.
Yeah, it's a Sunday lunchtime.
Yeah, which is so in a way that's good. In other ways, it's bad.
Yeah.
Every time I've gone to work this week, there's been a queue of traffic, and I'll show you where the queue of traffic's been up to.
Yeah.
And I've just kind of darted down a side street to get round, and it's actually been quicker.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'll just go. I'm going to order some double cheeseburgers. We're not going to eat them on camera. You've seen us eat plenty of burgers. So
we'll eat a bit on camera.
Maybe, yeah. And then what we'll do is I'll just chuck Sean through because we are still observing social distancing.
Yeah.
But we're being good, and like I say, we're doing it in our own cars, and I'm just going to chuck him a double cheeseburger through the window.
Yeah. We're being as good as we can. You need to. It's give and take. I've barely left the house in months. And
I'm working every day with the general public still. So
yeah. So, driven out to Mackey's, still being as safe as we can. We thought this was a nice idea. Sorry if the quality's worse than usual. Like I say, that the inside of the cars are black, the outside's pretty bright.
Yeah.
And then we've got the windows open so we can hear each other because we've not got Wi-Fi or anything to use FaceTime like we have been doing. So we've just parked near each other so we can hear out the windows. So we're going to have audio crossover. We're going to
try and match up the audio best as possible. So either you'll hear an echo, or it'll be.
It's got to be weird. Whatever we do.
We'll see how it turns out. It's going to get uploaded nonetheless. So it's either going to be really good, or it's going to be really terrible in terms of quality, which you're all not used to because we have good quality. Anyway, let's. I'll leave you here, mate.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
I'll try.
And yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Nice one. I'll see you in a sec. Cheers.
Right, I won't be long, I'm sure. So as you could see there's traffic cones not letting you turn right. So this is the actual side street I've been coming the other way from to work. Plus it then also means I don't have to do a U-turn in the middle of the road, which some people have been doing. Okay. Oh, there's actually a bit of a queue, that's good. This guy out.
You alright?
You alright, mate?
You can't go 25 pounds.
Yeah, I just want a couple of doubles.
Yeah, no worries. Just go get the menu, boys, before you go in. See.
You are doing doubles, aren't you? That's all I want. So yeah, you may or may not know there's a £25 spend limit. Should have checked the time because there was no queue when we drove past, and I did say to Sean the other day, I said what we can do is we can actually time it. It's 13:42 now. We've just got in the queue. Obviously everyone didn't come at lunch, like 12 o'clock lunchtime, because they thought, oh, it'll be busy. We'll go at 1:30 instead.
I'll try and splice this in somewhere while John's at the drive-thru, but just stepping out the car for a bit of fresh air. And this is really sad to see, just all the litter. I mean, for the love of God, if you're going to go to McDonald's at the moment, just pick up after yourselves. It's not hard. You know, people have driven out to this car park. They're in their cars eating, and they're just dropping the litter. Just keep it in your car. You're going to drive home afterwards anyway. Just keep it in your car and put it in the bin at home, or drive back to McDonald's and put it in the bin there. It's not difficult. Come on.
Oh, there's actually some boards up for reduced menu, so I'll try and get that in shot. There's the reduced menu. It's getting pretty busy now. Cars are actually backed up all the way to the entrance. So yeah, might turn out to be okay.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Repeat your order, please.
Can I just have 4 doubles, please, love?
Anything else?
No, thanks.
See first window when you can, please.
Cheers, thank you. £6.36 for 4 doubles. Hiya.
Is it 4 double cheeseburger?
Yes, love.
6.36.
Yep, contactless, please.
Thank you. That's fine.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Hiya.
Alright.
Cheers, thanks very much. So as you can see, it's quite busy now. They're the staff cars, and it's winded all the way up round here now. Mate, good news. A queue was formed.
I still don't know why you wanted a queue.
Well, just to try and see. Got a receipt, £6.36.
It's what, £1.59 each.
So they are
Yeah.
still the same price, that's good. Right.
Did you mention the reduced menu?
Yes, I even got the board in to show everyone.
Sweet.
I've not done much talking on the video, but so we can times like bits.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
What a throw.
Nice.
Second one. Oh,
So easy.
oh, that's what.
We've got him. He's safe.
So, our first McDonald's.
Yeah.
Let me make that bigger. I'll sort my car
Oh,
up.
yep. Show it over here. Double
Nice.
cheeseburger. So, yeah. What if you're not done much talking?
Well, I did a bit of talking, so we can.
This one's got lettuce on it.
Is it actually? But
It might just be a. I think just a little chunk of lettuce has just snuck in there.
ah, right.
Yeah, I had to step outside while you were gone, and just the litter from McDonald's in this car park, man. I've just done a quick video of it, so I'll splice that in.
Yeah, yeah.
In the other video.
So
It's
there was a bit of a queue,
disgraceful.
as you've seen. Making you do wiggles through the car park. Saw all the cones. So yeah, good.
As good as it ever was. It's a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. It's £1.59. I think this is going to be good news for key workers on shift. You can go to McDonald's on your way to work or on your way home. You know,
I've heard some McDonald's are still open till 12 as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good.
I think it's going to be good for a lot of people. So if you don't need to go, I know we didn't need to go, but I mean,
Well, we've had lunch. We've got lunch now.
yeah,
And I'm going to take that second one home for my girlfriend.
yeah, yeah. I think it's good news for people who've always benefited from having the convenience there, and I think that the only reason I can see for it being so busy, because obviously we've said before, McDonald's, it's like it's the convenience that sells it. You know, you can go and get a double cheeseburger, £1.59, and you know that'll do you for lunch or whatever, and that's what sells it. The people who are at home in lockdown isolation, they don't necessarily need that convenience at the moment. But McDonald's are doing the delivery, aren't they? On
There's certain locations,
Yeah.
and is it one of the apps as well?
Yeah, so that's good news. But the only reason I can see for there being such big queues and such big demand for it, just because they've opened again, is people are wanting that semblance of normality after things have been so different for so long. So yeah, I don't see that it's a bad thing. Obviously,
For some people, normality is much needed for personal health reasons.
yeah, mental health
Exactly.
more than anything.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's going to be a contentious thing to say that, you know, McDonald's are provided a public health service, but you know, in terms of mental health, you can argue that point. You know, it's that sort of intangible aspect of normality and convenience, and convenience is going to be needed more than ever for the people who are still working.
Yeah.
Like I mean, for me, I was working from home, and then I got furloughed, and I'll be going back in a few weeks, but I'll probably still be working from home again. For me, it's all right. I'm doing all right, but there's other people like John and like anyone who works for the NHS who are still having to go in every day, be in contact with the public every day. People, even the people working in McDonald's. You know, people working in all the supermarkets that have stayed open.
Yeah.
You know, I think for those people, McDonald's opening is going to be a good thing. Well, not necessarily for the people working in McDonald's, but I've seen people on Twitter saying to McDonald's that, you know, that they can't wait to get back to work at McDonald's. You know, people who work there. So I mean, for them, it's good, as long as everything's as safe as it can be in there.
Yeah, they were all wearing face masks and gloves.
Yeah.
Like I say, the cones were soon on arrival, as you'll see when you edit the video, mate. There's like a car. He's not a car park. He works for McDonald's, but he's like attending the queue. You know, just informing you that it's a £25 spend limit. Just pointed out that there is a couple of the reduced menu boards about. So
Yeah.
it's not a terrible experience. Oh, I did notice the time. It was about 13:40 when I got into at the back of the queue, and then I left. It was about 13:50. I think it was 52, 55. I didn't check the time on the way out. I was
That's not bad.
too busy
Quarter of an
driving.
hour. When you can be waiting quarter of an hour on a normal day,
Yeah,
you know, a lot of the time. So that's not bad. I think that probably, even though they're having to implement the social distancing and safety measures within the restaurants, I think that the reduced menu is going to compensate for that a lot and still aid in providing a quicker service. So if they've got a reduced menu, that's going to streamline things and make up for the fact that everything else isn't as streamlined as it used to be.
yeah.
And obviously they're only doing drive-through, so it's not like they need
Only
to...
doing drive-through. Yeah, some nice signs up as well, just saying, oh, back with the classics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's pictures of a £quarter Big Mac, that kind of thing. So
So it sounds like other than the actual queues, they're actually doing quite well.
yeah, some of the queues I've like been past in the last week have just been since Wednesday,
Yeah,
mental.
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do as well is we'll just post. You've seen I've not drove very long, and some of it will be time lapse. So, and we'll put up how far it was to the car park. We just thought we'd park up and get prepared to do it. So
Yeah,
but yeah, I think we've touched on it. We've shown you, hopefully, give you guys a little insight to the experience now of a McDonald's drive-through.
yeah,
Not that some of you need it, but at this time, the way it is at the minute,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, myself, I was anxious. Like John suggested, doing this video on FaceTime and me going to my nearest drive-through and coming home and doing the video and stuff. And I said, I'll be honest, I really don't want to go to the drive-through. That's just the thought of going to it when it's much busier than usual is making me really anxious. So, I mean, for people like me, if you are, you know, still working and stuff, and you think I really fancy McDonald's on my way home, I don't want to have to cook after a 12-hour shift. You know, it might help put your mind at ease a bit. Things have eased off a lot since they opened.
It depends on the time when you go as well and your location. So obviously a town centre one, not like this, but say something a bit like St Helens. The one, it's right near the cinema. I probably don't need to say this, but we might even be able to snip it in a bit of that video. It was like, there's a McDonald's in St Helens Town Centre right next to the range, and they've made the queue go all the way around the outside of the range car park. That was backed up to the entrance.
Yeah.
That's a good few hundred metres of queue before you even turn into McDonald's.
I can put a link to Southport Reporters video on YouTube as well. They've done a video showing the queue in Southport, and since then I think the police have had to get involved for traffic control and stuff. So, I mean, in that sense, if it is going to be that busy, I mean, don't go unless you really have to, because it is putting strain on other essential resources. I mean, we thought, luckily it turned out rightly so, that there wouldn't be much of a queue today with it being
when we drove past
Sunday,
first, there wasn't.
Yeah.
And then only when we've just been setting the cameras up and just talking about the format quickly, did that queue build up.
Yeah.
So there was no car in that drive-through when we drove past.
Yeah.
So I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Like we said at the start, we'll try and get all everything matched up as best as possible, and it's a nice little editing challenge for Sean.
Now that the laptop's almost fixed again.
Yeah, we had some laptop trouble. Well, you had some laptop trouble, didn't you, last week? So
yeah.
But yeah, on that note, I think we'll end.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining us. Welcome back, McDonald's, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.